on as far as what marketing plans they actually want to see us go after. And then of course we have team members that like one of our influencers has a marketing company and he's involved in many other projects, so we take their advice as well. But we'll deliver their advice to our community and allow everybody to vote. Now, so yesterday I talked about how we were going to kind of start to change the structure of how the AMAs flow. And Monday is going to end up being like the official entire community AMA day. I think Tuesdays we're going to end up making like a Tech Tuesday where we're kind of try to go into like some deep dives on some of the technology that we're working on and bringing to the market. Just because a lot of the community is are crypto enthusiasts. I love not necessarily all of them are VR or Metaverse enthusiasts. So I think it would be beneficial and informative to not just the community itself, but to the project overall if we spent time going over some of that stuff and exactly how it works, what we're working on, and how we're going to implement um, the crypto space into the virtual reality space and the technology that has to come together in order for all of it to work out as well as we envision. Um, so we're going to start doing that. I thought if anybody wanted to today, we could just kind of chat about some VR stuff and see if anybody has any questions about how we're going to be like implementing our wallet and vault system into it. Um, it's fairly easy to explain. At least the early stages are. I talked it over with Captain Roast, I believe his name is. He's making a YouTube video for us. So there will be a YouTube video out that will kind of explain some of it. But what we're doing right now is we're taking a wallet that is essentially a trust wallet reskin that will have an AR viewer that will allow you to view collectibles or NFTs that you hold in that wallet through your AR viewer. That's kind of novelty and kind of gimmicky, and we know that, but we're doing it for a very specific purpose. We need the wallet in order to do a test net on our virtual vault. So once we've got our wallet all up and running, we will then embed that wallet, or not really actually that wallet, but we'll do some Web3 embedding into our virtual vault and allow us to do some testnet testing and making sure that we've got those wallet functions going. Um, the swap is actually probably going to end up coming faster than the vault itself. So I'll probably actually end up like pulling the swap, the MBC swap, into phase one more than likely. That'll probably come out faster than the VR vault itself. But we'll have that already set up in place, and we'll need to embed that into our virtual vault as well. The way that works is currently most of the headsets that are out on the market right now, and when I say most, I mean like 97% of all virtual reality headsets that are on the market right now are all actually running Android. So they're just Android devices that, that's all they are. So really, you're just making an Android app specifically for a function. That's something that we already do. We're already well versed on. We've already created virtual reality apps, virtual reality games, AR viewers, all those things. The team that we have now is finished, produced, published. That being said, whenever you start to embed financial stuff into it, and especially once you're trying to embed the Web3 function to actually communicate with the blockchain, there's some things that come up that are a little bit different that we have not personally ever messed with before, but we're digging into that stuff now and making sure that we've got all those functions down and that they do work. And it'll be well polished before we actually release anything to the general community. And as well, we have already been in talks with some other projects to kind of help us on the security end of things. because the actual like live function whenever you're using the product itself, the way it would work is like you and I together would be walking into a virtual space. And while you're standing there and I'm standing there, we can have a conversation. And let's just say for some reason you were like, "Oh yeah, I love that. I love that NFT shirt that you're wearing, like my avatar, my virtual avatar." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you like that? That's awesome." And then for some reason you're like, "Hey, I'll give you $30 for it, or I'll give you a million meta for it, something like that." I say, "Okay, yeah, not a problem. I'll make that trade." Ideally, you'll be able to live time while you're there standing in front of a person, like tap on your watch, and your watch would bring you up a menu that would give you the function to access your personal wallet, and then you can do that swap with that person there the same way you would in real life. You would open up your wallet, grab item, hit send to that person. In order for it to work as seamless as we envision it working, you'll also have to have like for lack of better terms, a near field communication between that person. So, like, if you're standing so close to them within that virtual space, they have the option of like approving, um, either directly approving the transaction or approving the viewership or transfer of an address. So, like, if you're standing there and you say, "Hey, I want to send this person something," that person will get a notification saying, "Hey, this person wants to trade with you." You say yes or no. And then if you say yes, that gives them access to your receiver address for the BSC network. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. My wife is trying to ask me a question, guys. I'll be right back with you. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah, did you call me?
It was way earlier. I was trying to get now I can't remember why I called you. Oh, I needed the password for Teddy wanted to download Mega Photo Pro, but I didn't have the password for your Chelsea Aaron. But don't give it to me right now. I'm on an AMA. Um,
Love you.
love you. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, you know, when the wife calls, you answer. Is all I had to say. uh, now, does anybody have any questions about some of our technology vision? Actually, I wanted to elaborate a little bit further, real quick, before I open it up for questions. So that's a general summary. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute this fellow. I'm sorry, sir. All right, I will try to remember to unmute him in a minute. I do forget those things sometimes. So, Henry, if you're listening, remember that D Beats needs to be unmuted whenever this is over. Uh, okay, so after we've got the wallet polished and functioning within the VR lobby, that will also allow users to interact within the lobby with certain functions. If you've looked at our roadmap, we mentioned that we will be releasing a uh, arcade style community engagement game. And what we're gonna do is we will release that game like through just a general web portal, so anybody can play it like off their phone or off a PC. And that's just going to be a simple game that uh, you, the community, will be able to engage in, win rewards. We're going to do like little tournament giveaways for it and stuff like that. And it's just a product that we're just going to put out just so we're putting something out, and B, it's going to be something that we're embedding early on into the VR space. So the way that that'll work is it'll be like the same game that you can view that you can play on a web portal, but in the VR space, it'll actually look like a real arcade machine, and you would actually walk up to it. It would then launch you into that game, that portal, and you would play it the same way you would if you were playing at a arcade venue. Sorry, 1 second. All right, and then as well, also within that same VR lobby, we're going to also embed the same things that you would expect to see from any major VR lobby, and that's television screens so you could actually load media and watch TV. When I say TV, obviously I mean like the internet, YouTube, stuff like that. Watch Twitch streams. Depending on how the development process works and the type of partnerships that we're able to obtain, we're going to also look into like real life, true media connections and partnerships. What I mean by that is, I mean by possibly partnering with people like AMC or movie studios to allow us to screen movies and stuff like that uh, within our space. And that might be as simple as something like partnering with Big Screen VR now, and giving them the option to either share some of their tech with us and allow crypto payments and give them a fee, or vice versa. We just sell our technology to them and then allow a doorway directly from our VR space into a shared space with them. Uh, that's something that the team will continue to work on and figure out the best way for us to go about that process. That'll depend on the development team size itself and the complexity of the work, I should say. Uh, that being said, the marketplace is what the entire vision is all really about. And what I mean by marketplace is the same interactive community lobby that everybody is able to hang out in, play simple games like table tennis, maybe a little basketball, stuff like that, as well. That'll have a doorway or a portal into the MetaBUSDCoin marketplace. And what that marketplace will consist of is partnerships between other crypto projects at first. We will be adding in like their different NFTs on display, possibly other products that they're offering. We'll be able to embed those directly into the VR world and allow you to participate in those products. And what I mean by that is, um, I've talked openly in chat many times about different games that I like, different or sorry, not VR games. I love VR games, but different NFT games. The one that I always forget the name of because I'm a terrible promoter is a horse racing game and horse breeding. If you've never played this game, I'm telling you guys, it's too much fun. So you're able to mint a horse, and this is like your racehorse, and you're able to breed this racehorse with other horses to create new horses, and you can then race these horses against other people and possibly win money through this horse racing. Stuff like that are things that we're going to want to be embedding all over the place. Specifically in the marketplace, though, we are going to be going for actual purchasable items. So primarily it'll be NFTs whenever we're partnering with our crypto partners, but as well, we're not going to stay within just the crypto or the VR space. We're going to be looking to bring on digital markets that exist now into the virtual space itself. A quick and easy example that I think of whenever I say this is your different merch companies that have sprung up over the last couple of years that never have had a brick or mortar location. They've always operated as either a drop ship only company or just an online only company in one form or fashion. And I think that partnering with some of these groups and some of these companies is just a really good fit to give the new experience of what I believe the entire space is moving towards. And what I mean by that is, currently now we're already racing towards, and you'll start to see more and more offerings. I'm sure, like a good example I can make now is eyeglasses. There's just about no company now that doesn't have a little bit of smart software to where you can try on your eyeglasses virtually through just like your computer screen and your camera. Well, we're quickly racing to like a 2.0 stage of that. And what I mean by that is go shop for a car online now. There's not a major car company that you deal with that you can't currently do a 360 view of the car right now. And if you don't own a headset, then you might not know this, but that same 360 view that you're viewing on your like desktop computer where you just click next, 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 and it just spins you around the car. Well, that same 360 view with the VR headset allows you, the individual, to walk around the car and look around the car. And if you're able to sit in the like driver's seat, you're sitting there and you're looking at the inside of the car. So this is technology that is happening. Everybody's putting it together. There are definitely a lot of pieces that have to get bridged together, but it is happening. And there's enough powerful companies pushing the limit on what's possible today. So it's something I'm very excited for. I've envisioned this for many, many, many years to come. Uh, I've been a part of it for many years now, so I know it's happening. And you've also seen it. I've talked about this before in an earlier AMA, but the latest iPhones all have the LiDAR scanners on them. And this is technology that just 5 years ago was unheard of, that nobody ever talked about, nobody ever used. But now every major car company is using LiDAR in their cars to map the roads. iPhone gives you the ability to now 3D scan any object in your house. Um, and what are you doing with those 3D scans? You might not think about it right now, but the company behind that product is compiling that information for the same type of situation where you need to be able to compile a bunch of pictures together so you can then use software to determine what is what and how that looks and how that fits. A lot of companies have been compiling 3D scans for spacing and deterministic values on how something should be scaled. And what I mean by this is for the long, long, long time now, something that's been holding us back as developers is whenever you import items into a virtual space, you have scaling issues almost immediately. And the holdback for a lot of commercial development until recent has been just that. How do you develop the software that allows you to scan something on one end, import it into a digital space, and it scale properly on the other end? Well, as an overall community, we are finally starting to really work that stuff out. And that's not today as big as a problem as it was a year ago. A lot of tech has been pushed that direction, and there's a lot of available resources. So you're now going to see more and more commercial offerings for these things. And we as a company want to be there when all this stuff is coming together. And it is coming together right now. Is there any questions on that small tidbit? Okay. I'm assuming at some point I'll end up getting like once there's some other like industry insiders, I'll end up getting some more questions around that stuff in particular because that is kind of the difference between us and a couple other companies is we do have a little bit of know-how within that field and a little bit of proprietary software that's going to help us make up some of those shortcomings until the entire industry is worked into that. So back on to some just good, not so boring news. I'm so sorry, I'm so boring sometimes, guys. Uh, Again, we've had a fantastic price action day today, and everybody should be sitting a little bit better than they were earlier. It's on my TV. I'm sorry, my son interrupts sometimes, but there's no stopping him. He's impossible to stop. I think I've told the community before, but I do have a son with special needs. Yeah, he's autistic. He's the light of my life. We are best buds, so he's just about always with me. Um, just in case anybody's ever wondering if I ever had to cut away or if I ever had to do something like in a drop second. there are emergency situations sometimes that require me to just like stop what I'm doing and chase after him for the a lack of a better term, because that's actually what I'm doing. But anyways, yeah, today was fantastic price action day. I don't think those are going to stop anytime soon, honestly. Hopefully, we can keep up the momentum all through Christmas. Everybody opens up their Christmas presents, gets those gift cards out, and exchanges them for Meta. That's what I'm looking forward to. Mm. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I got to make sure that he is set up right. Dude, he's so happy right now. I had to go buy him a new tablet 2 days ago, and at first he hated it because it didn't have like any of his stuff on it that was on his old phone. But now that he's got it like all set up, he's super thrilled. It's like a 12-inch tablet. It's massive, and he makes videos all the time. Like that's, in fact, I'm sure somebody's already looked into it. My name's Chris Ginn, Ginn. I'm sure some of the community members realize that, but like if you ever see, I have a very active YouTube channel, and it looks like a bunch of nonsense videos, kind of. It's my son. He uses my YouTube and he just uploads like crazy. The only reason why I even have a YouTube channel, if anybody wants to go look it up, like 10 years ago, I was partnered with a company called Seashell Technologies. Their brand name is actually called Hydrobead, and they made a super hydrophobic coating that made anything water repellent. I'm sure all of you have seen the product called Never Wet by Rust-Oleum. This is a eco-friendly version of that product, and I did electronics product testing for them on like early iPhones and other electronic devices, making them waterproof and stuff like that. But that was way before. Obviously, now all phones are waterproofed. Kind of. If anybody ever wants to debate about that, I am open to debate about the waterproofing of cell phones. Anywho, um, I got really off topic there. I'm sorry. Is there any questions from anybody about how we plan on actually implementing some of the larger VR goals? Okay. Well,
Hello? Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm just driving. I also had an idea that I wanted to pitch to you guys to make the project maybe something to just consider on the roadmap. I want to have if we can have a chat with you and Henry, was it later on?
Yes, Henry.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to pitch the idea because I want to see you guys as a competitor of massive projects like Meta Hero, for example. So I do have an idea, but if it's when we have a talk, when we have a private chat, you let me know if this is something attainable or not. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to say it now and get everyone's hopes up or anything like that. That's all.
Yeah, no, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. And if anybody's listening, that's Captain Roast talking right now. He's currently going to be making a like a YouTube video for us. And whenever he drops that, I would like all of us to go show his channel some love, do a like and subscribe for him. He's a brand new YouTuber, but he's been putting out some pretty good content, and he likes our project, so I'd like us to go like his.
Thanks, man.
No problem at all. And honestly, everybody who is here listening, I'm looking through the chat. I think I've talked to just about all of you privately at least one time. Everybody here is just fantastic. Everybody's been giving great ideas, and I think you'll all know that I listen to all of them and I try to implement them whenever I can. And again, I appreciate the support from every single person. No idea is too small or too weird or too bad. I like hearing all of them. This is a goofy space. You never know what'll work. And I've seen weird, crazy things work before. anyways, so does anybody else have any other questions? All right. Well, I'll kind of wrap it up with our marketing plans moving forward. Tomorrow, tomorrow may or may not be a funky day for us. Our largest YouTuber so far putting out a video is the next YouTuber in line. That is going to be Jim Crypto. We had another YouTuber that was going to be making a video for us, but currently he's been having some family health issues, and our prayers are with him right now. He's battling COVID with his family. It's a tough situation. So I haven't actually personally spoken to him in a couple days. I'm trying to give that guy as much space and relaxation as he needs, hoping that he just gets through what he's going through and comes out better on the other end. We're good friends. I love the guy, and my prayers are with him. That being said, Jim Crypto will be dropping a video either late tomorrow or early the next day. Our coin merge banner ads won't actually start until the 23rd. And we will have some other banner ads that will be starting immediately after that. Our decision as like the team was we were just going to keep the ads that we had now going, and then right after Christmas, like on the 26th, we would actually start up a heavier push then. We didn't want to sink any money into something during a time period that people may or may not be making purchases and stuff like that. That being said, of course, we'll still do our daily dose of voting and shilling and getting out there and trying to engage the community as much as possible. But that's what our current marketing plans are right now. And if anybody has any questions about those or wants to add anything on or make any suggestions, the same rules as usual. You can either just post it in main chat, let everybody kind of talk about it, or you can DM me or Henry directly. When it comes to the marketing stuff, it really is best to just DM him. I'll be brutally honest with you guys. I'm a dummy when it comes to marketing. Uh, I have like basic ideas of what I know that I personally enjoy seeing and like what works on me, but that's about it. Now, that being said, uh, I've always considered myself like a pretty fair investor. So I know that if an investment looks good for me because of something that I've seen, that's something that I've been trying to implement here. Real quick, something I wanted to touch base on was our white paper. I know I've talked about that many times before in previous AMAs. Uh, I'm not the best writer in the world. I have written up a white paper. I passed it around the community. I posted it on Discord even. That being said, that is still a work in progress. There has been many contributors so far, and soon there's going to be some more contributors to it to make sure that it's as polished and up to snuff enough to actually put it out there in the general public and let them review it and not make us look silly. So that's what we're working on right now with that. It is a work in progress. That work does continue and will be wrapped up very shortly. Even on that front,
Does anybody hear me? Did I
Yeah,
drop
I hear
out?
you.
All right, so did
No,
he
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
out?
I can hear
I
you.
think he dropped out.
Okay. I was like,
I
man,
thought
was
I
it
was
me
going
or
crazy
him?
too. Yeah.
All right. He should be back here in a minute. We were on a voice call yesterday, and the same thing happened. He'll figure it out in a minute when he stops talking and no one says anything, I guess. He's probably going to be talking for like 10 minutes.
Do we know more or less when that video was going to be dropping for tomorrow?
The best time that he could give me, which it really wasn't a time, he said it'd either be late on the 22nd or early on the 23rd. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going by his time or our time, because I think his time's a little different. But anyways, so it'll either be tomorrow night or in the morning on the 23rd.
Oh, good. I'm sure you'll put it on the Discord so we can jump over there
Oh yeah,
and
for
show it.
sure. And yeah, and showing and going to all those videos and like I said, sharing them everywhere, man. No place is too big, too small. I mean, I'm putting them on my Facebook, and I think I have 5 friends that are even in crypto. But the more that it can get shared, the better it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I had trouble updating or what, but last night before I went to sleep on CoinSniper, I think we had 24 votes. And when I woke up, we already had hit the 500 on there.
Yeah, yeah, that's been
Oh,
fantastic.
so
We've
that
been
was
killing it
nice.
on the vote. Yeah, it's been going real good.
Do the Watcher Guru ones reset by any chance? Or is that just because I noticed it was a lot less than the CoinSniper?
I I'm not sure if they do or not, honestly.
I think that one's like at 123, and that's the one you can vote every hour.
It might have reset because I think we were higher than that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Coin Hunter, you could
Yeah.
vote every 60 seconds. So I think I brought that up to like 1700.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That was all my fault. Apparently, I don't know how to use the refresh button. We're at 684.
There
I
we
thought it
go.
I thought it
That's
refreshed by
better.
itself, but I have to refresh it manually, I guess.
I was gonna say I thought we were past all that.
Yeah, I'm glad we got quite a few overnight. Then that's nice. Might have happened earlier. I probably just wasn't refreshing it.
We're killing it on the chart right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love it, man. This is
Yeah, there's a lot of new buyers too.
yeah. Yeah, there was one I saw one they were buying like 200 and something every like couple minutes or something. So that's going good. And hopefully our banner ads start on the 23rd. I think they said at 5 p.m. So hopefully we can keep some of this up. Like this isn't going to last forever, right? You know, we're going to start evening out, or we might dip a little bit if somebody starts selling. But hopefully we can, stay up. And the YouTube video. And there's Chris. His phone died. And so that way, whenever our banner ad comes out, whenever people are checking us out, seeing a healthy chart like that is it's super appealing to investors. We also talked about, and I don't know if they're planning on it yet or if we've already paid for it, of doing a featured chart on uh, CoinMerge. So then our chart would actually be on their page whenever you went to like their homepage. Now would be a good time for that to happen, but I'm not sure if they did it or not.
And you said coin merge, right?
Yes.
I hadn't heard of them, so I'm looking them up now.
Luca's big with them. He's been kind of on their site for a while. He says that they have a really good following, so I think it's going to help us. Luca's really smart on this stuff. He's been helping me a lot with some of the marketing stuff, throwing out a bunch of good ideas. I've been handling a lot of like the reaching out to YouTubers and the TikTok stuff and all of that, and then he's been handling like the coin sniper stuff and setting all that stuff up and the coin merge. A lot of the banner ad stuff, I think he's kind of taken care of. We all kind of got our stuff going on. Yeah, his phone died, so he's not going to be able to jump back in here. So I think he said pretty much what he wanted to say. Did anybody have any questions on any of the stuff he went over?
Nah, homie. Enjoy. Take care, brother.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm getting ready to actually go to bed. I have to get up in a few hours and go to work. Start my 4 days of work again.
All right, man. You take care. Have a good one. Thanks for all the work.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right, brother.
Later.
Have a good night, man.
Is
Be
Chris
safe.
coming
You
back?
too.
See y'all later, man. Be safe.
Chris's phone died, so he's not going to be able to come back in.
Okay.
Are you wanting to talk after this?
Yes, maybe a quick chat, yeah.
Okay. Give me a few minutes. I'll get with him, and I'll see if he can hop on for a few minutes.
Okay,
He
sounds
might
good.
have to let his phone charge for a couple minutes or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. We'll talk to you here soon.
Talk soon.